How y'all doing? Hold on one second. Hold on one second, y'all. Can y'all hear me? All right, good. Well, how y'all doing tonight? Hold on. I'm trying to get something together, y'all. One second. Can you hear me now? I don't know if it's lagging or not. How's it looking to y'all? Hold on. Cause I keep hearing the lag in my headphones. But anyway, how's y'all evening going? I'm only gonna be on here till about 9:30. I'm not gonna be on here too long with y'all. There's just some things I want to talk about. It's after Super Bowl live, pretty much. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So how's the Super Bowl? So your girl Riri performed, and she was performing in. I seen the pictures. She was performing in blood sacrificial red. That's the color red she had on. Blood sacrificial red. And I saw that stage too. Upside down cross stage in red. Oh yeah. She didn't do too much. She didn't really go too she didn't do too much symbolism in the performance. So I was a little shocked from the pictures I seen online. You don't even have to watch these shows nowadays to see what the fuck is going on. You can just go on social media and look at that shit. And of course, on YouTube, people streaming it and stuff. But from what I've seen, the pics I've seen, she didn't do too much symbolism. I'm shocked about that though. Really shocked about that shit. But she was a little calm with the symbolism than usual. She wasn't doing no sun worship like Beyonce was doing in Dubai. I'm surprised she ain't bring out her handler. I'm surprised she ain't bring out anybody. Really. Because from what I've seen and what I'm hearing online, it was just her doing it solo. But who y'all think gonna win? Because I think the Eagles is gonna win. The Eagles win. Watch Jalen Hurts if the Eagles win. Watch him. And I told y'all in my post too, I'm gonna be completely and utterly honest. Cause I even checked this guy out and everything. And he seems harmless, but they're gonna be using him for some agendas in the future. Watch his career skyrocket. It's starting to now, especially if the Eagles win. And he's already a Q dog. You don't know how them frats and them sororities are. You know, I do. That's a topic I do want to cover on this channel too, about the history of these fraternities and sororities, and how these people that belong to these fraternities and sororities, how much they let that shit consume their lives. But not only just that, but I do want to break down the history of sororities too, because the history is very interesting. Very interesting. So that may be some type of content that topic that I will not might. I'm definitely gonna cover that topic in the future. It's just that I've been busy a lot lately. But there is a couple topics I do want to discuss. Though one, I didn't do a Super Bowl live or a Super Bowl, not Super Bowl. I mean Grammys video. I did talk about it on my community tab though, but boy, dude, they got the symbolism out there for y'all. With the Sam Smith performance particularly, and I'm gonna give you a disclaimer about Sam Smith too. Back in 2014, I remember when he first blew up. His songs were on the radio, and everybody was like, he's the male Adele, and you know, he was just getting tons of praise. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't get it. I didn't get it at all. I didn't get it. His music back then was a little boring to me. But I did like that song he did with Disclosure. That song, Ledge. I do like that song. Don't get me wrong. I used to love that song back in the day. That's the only song, but that's not really his song. That's the Disclosure song. But that's the only Sam Smith song that he's been on that I really can get into. That song. I wanna lock in your love, yeah. Now I got you in my space. I won't let go of you. No. And then you got the remix with Schoolboy Q where he go, you got a problem. I'm latching on to you. No, I got you in my space. I won't let go of you. That's the only song of Sam Smith's that I really do like. But I never could get into him really like everybody else did. Like, I just didn't know what it was, but especially since he's part of the rainbow community like me, you would think that I would be behind somebody like Sam Smith. But I just wasn't. Like, I just didn't get him. So now here we are, fast forward almost 10 years into his career, and now he's starting to show y'all who he really worships. I mean, he's been showing y'all all along, because there's photos of him doing some symbolism, especially when he started out, especially back in 2014, 15-ish, that time frame. Go back, you'll see that he always paid allegiance to Goat Lulu. So no, him doing that song and that performance during the Grammys didn't shock me at all. I see Harry Styles, he won big. That's what the agenda been, and agenda gets you. Same thing with Bad Bunny. He won too. Lizzo won some awards too. And I told y'all the agenda they have for Lizzo. I told y'all that in my last live I did, the potluck live. The holiday potluck live. I told you what the agenda is behind Lizzo. She's here to promote to y'all body positivity, trying to get y'all comfortable with y'all pandemic weight that you may have gained. Basically, pretty much keep y'all there where y'all won't get motivated to really work on your health. Instead, you'll just accept being, unhealthy. And this is not the fat shame. I'm not trying to body shame anybody here. I've been there before. I used to be a bigums too. So I've been there before. I know how hard it is. I know how tough it can be and how tough it can get. So I'm not trying to body shame anybody, but I'm just telling y'all what the agenda is behind Lizzo, pretty much. Or at least what I think the agenda is behind her. This is just my opinion. That's it. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to say these things as if they're facts. And then Beyonce won her 32nd Grammy. She wins 33. But lately, though, because I do want to talk about her too. Well, I'm going to talk about her right now. Because there's been a lot of speculation, a lot of things coming out about her and Jay-Z lately. From Jaguar Wright to the ex-bodyguard they had. Pretty much just coming out and saying how he keeps her drugged up. Of course he does. That's our handler. And he keeps her drugged up on MK Ultra drugs. LSD, ecstasy, Um, some of the drugs they may use is heroin. No, actually, they do use heroin in the program. They do. They use that. But I'm just naming. That's not the only 3 drugs they use. They use more drugs than that. But I'm just naming the one. Just a few of the drugs that she possibly could be on. So no, she's not a crack addict. He wasn't trying to. I don't think Jaguar Wright or the bodyguard really was trying to come out and say she's a crack addict. They wasn't specific on the drugs that she's on, but if you read between the lines enough, it's MK Ultra drugs, pretty much. She barely does interviews. For the album that she came out with, she didn't even have visuals. I already know why. Well, at least I think I know why. Some want to believe that, if you go deeper into the rabbit hole and look deeper down there and see the island, the flight logs, the quote unquote arrests and, being replaced and supposedly some of these celebrities are gone, it would, it kind of alludes to that. And Madonna up on that stage looking like one of them demons she been summoning up for years about to pop right out of her. No, seriously, like, a lot of these celebrities, their real true forms are starting to show. The inverted ones are starting to show their true gender. It's starting to be seen all over their face. And the ones that be, summoning up the entities to help them perform, and some of those entities are stuck within them, they're starting to show. People keep saying 2023 might just be the year of exposure, but y'all been saying that for 3 years. Ain't nothing happening, sadly. People still worship these false idols. So until people stop worshiping these false idols, nothing will happen. Nothing. But yeah, that's what I believe when it comes to that bodyguard Jaguar, right? What they said about the Carters. And then Britney Spears, they setting up the stage for, the character to be taken out. TMZ leaking stories that family is trying to get her intervention and that people are concerned about her. They setting up to make it look like she is going to delete herself. And that she went so crazy to the point that she accidentally deleted herself. That's how they trying to set it up to be for Britney Spears, but that's what it's looking like to me when it comes to her. But if you know, then you already know that Britney Spears, the Britney Spears we see in the present day is not her. She's been gone since 2007, 2008, around that time frame. That's not Britney Spears. Especially you can tell in her movements and how she talks. It's really robotic. It's not her. Hold on. Alright, I'm back on. Oh, other things I want to talk about too. So, apparently I want to talk about 2 things. I want to talk about hey, what's up? Nice to see. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for the support. Thanks. I appreciate it. I'll try. Look, when it comes to this, I'm not trying to blow up on YouTube. I'm not trying to get hundreds and thousands of subs. I'm really not. I just want to wake up my community, wake up my fellow citizens. That's all. Some of them don't want to be awakened, but for those that do, I'm glad you found your way here. I just want to create a safe space for all of us to talk about these things. That's all. But I appreciate you, T Baby G. Welcome to my channel. This is where I break down the rose-colored glasses and stomp on them, pretty much. But I want to talk about the vaccination. I mean, ooh, I didn't mean to say that. Ooh, I mean the Tyson Mayweather jab. And I also want to talk about, because I'm not gonna be on here too long, y'all. I'm gonna be off here at least before 9:30. But I'm not making this live too long at all. But I'm here for whatever you guys want to talk about. But I've got 2 other things I want to talk about too. And also, recently that photo I posted with y'all vice president and the ops. But I'm gonna talk about the ops and y'all vice president. I talked about the ops and y'all vice president and the tab, but I'm gonna elaborate more. So there's a photo with y'all vice president, Cackling Kamala, the Shade Room, Neighborhood Talk, Hollywood Unlocked, Fox Soul, and something called Spiritual Word. Look, I only know of the Shade Room, Hollywood Unlocked, Fox Soul, and Neighborhood Talk. Sadly, I know of these blogs, but the other one, Spiritual Word, I never heard of it before. But yeah, it's clear as day that these bloggers are very controlled, brought, and paid for. Some of them are even plants. And I'm gonna run down each of them one by one. I can't really speak too much on Spiritual Word because, like I said, I don't know too much about that page. But I'm gonna start with Fox Soul. You know, the channel where washed up celebrities go for relevancy. How the hell did Claudia Jordan get her own? She got her own show on Fox Soul, but hey, if you want to lose some brain cells, go watch Claudia Jordan. Go watch her on Fox Soul. They also got Vivica Fox on there too. And I do got a story about Vivica Fox. I got a story about Vivica Fox. So I'm going to tell it to y'all. So I have a cousin that lives in Texas, and she used to work at within the administrative office of a big arena down there. And this was back like in the late 2000s, into the early part of last decade that she was working in this arena. And this arena that she worked at is big in Texas. Hey, Sugar Aries P, how you doing? So the arena, my cousin, by working within the administrative team within that arena, she saw a lot of celebrities. A lot of shows were performed there, especially stage plays. And she told me about the numerous, well, she told us, because this was like it was like 10 years ago. It was at a family get together, just catching up or whatever. But she had told me about the stories of these celebrities that she has met. And she said out of all of them that she has met, Vivica Fox was pretty much the most unpleasant one for her. She said that she was a diva, didn't really treat staff like, pretty much just a diva, from what I remember. She also said that she met Michelle Williams from Destiny's Child. She said Michelle was nice. She met that dude from, I forgot his name, but he was in that Tyler Perry movie with Taraji P. Henson. Damn, I forgot the name of that movie. But the one with Taraji P. Henson, and he was playing the boyfriend, you know, the one that she was about to drop that TV on, or was that a boombox? But y'all know who I'm talking about, the dude that was her boyfriend, the ain't shit boyfriend, and he was pretty much trying to hit on her niece in the movie. But she met him too, and she said he was cool. But She met a little bit more celebrities than them three, but from off the top of my head, those were the three that stood out to me the most that she told us about. When she said Vivica was a diva, like, not in a good way. And I believe her. I believe her. I mean, we see how she acts. We see how she get on here. She seems to have a habit of trying to talk down on black men, and I see why she's lonely. That's all I can say. I see why she's lonely, and even though I'm really not a fan of Kevin Samuels, when he was reading her down when he was alive, which is why she was mad, which is why she said what she said when he passed away, he told nothing but the God's honest truth. So yeah, I that's the story time I have on Vivica Fox. No, I didn't meet her, but my cousin met her. Hey, what's up, Confident Watts 86? What's up? You've been showing love. Welcome to the channel. But yeah, that's the story on Vivica Fox. I didn't meet her, my cousin did, and it wasn't pleasant. She be doing these commercials. I seen her on this insurance commercial one day, and you can tell she did not want to be doing that damn commercial. She did all them rituals back in the day for nothing. I see why she better. I see why she's better. I would be too. If I had to eat the cake of light and my career didn't take off afterwards like I thought it was. I mean, she was that girl back in the 90s and early 2000s. No cap. She really was, but she didn't have that longevity. She really could have been the female version of Will Smith. She really could have. She really could have been a female version of Will Smith, if you really sit here and think about it. Especially with Kill Bill. But that's my story about her. And then who else is on that damn channel? Lisa Ray. And I'm so disappointed with Lisa Ray. This is why I idolize and worship these celebrities and all. But her being up on Fox Soul, even though I don't give a damn about these celebrities no more, but Lisa Ray has disappointed me, man. Because I used to have the biggest crush on her. She disappointed me. She disappoints me so bad. So bad. Lisa Ray just disappoints me so much now. I used to have the biggest crush on her. She disappoints me so bad. Just so disappointing. So disappointing. And at one time, didn't Tiny have a show on Fox Soul too? Didn't Tiny have a show on Fox Soul too? I can't remember, but I think Tiny did have a show on Fox Soul. But Fox Soul is selling out our community. They really are. They got all these better washed up female celebrities up on there. To cause a divide between the black woman and the black man. And I'm not for that shit. I'm not for that shit at all. I'm not. And then, what's that chick? I can't stand her. The chick off the Shade Room. I really can't. She really sold out this community. All of them in that picture. She's the one that sold out the community the most to me. Because the Shade Room is just complete and utter trash. The amount of people that I know that are entertained by that page. And no cap, I used to follow it too. I used to follow the Shade Room. But when I did, used to be in the Matrix and all. But it got to a point where it just became so very toxic and just weird energy up on that page to the point I had to block it. And I blocked it back in 2020. But I don't get how people can be entertained by that. Well, it's for celebrity worshipers, pretty much. That's what it's for. So if you're not entertained by celebrities, the Shade Room is not It's not the page. But she sold out this community the most. She did. I don't know too much about the dude from Neighborhood Talk other than the fact that he used to work for the Shade Room. You see how that go. But Kyle, that's his name. You're doing a disservice to gay men. You really are, bruh. A huge disservice to gay men. To all the gay men out there, especially black gay men, y'all need to give him all the smoke in the world, because he is selling y'all out big time. He's doing a huge disservice to y'all. To my gay brothers out there, y'all need to get him some smoke. Y'all really do. Y'all need to give Kyle from Neighborhood Talk all the smoke, because he's doing a disservice to y'all. A huge disservice to y'all. And so is Jason Lee. Teletubby looking ass. Jason Lee looked terrible in that photo. Like, he looked like he just took like 10 lines of coke before he took that picture. He looking very any blah blah blah. He was looking very Eddie Kane-ish in that pic. Jason Lee was looking very Eddie Kane-ish in that pic. But to my gay brothers out there, y'all need to give Kyle from Neighborhood Talk all the smoke in the world. Y'all really do. He's doing a huge disservice to y'all. Huge disservice. To my gay brothers out there, give him the smoke. And then y'all vice president. Like I said in the community tab, she'd rather be a celebrity than the vice president. That's really why she took the job. So she can have the clout. So she can use her power. I still blame Willie Brown. I do. Willie Brown ain't shit, bro. He gave us Kamala Harris. I mean, he gave y'all Kamala Harris. But sadly, that's all she do. Up on that stage. She rather mingle with Hollywood. Take photos with celebrities and bloggers. Cause I be seeing the stuff. She rather do that than to go take care of them, the illegal immigrants that was outside her home. What she really could have done was order them up some pizza. Like, you the vice president. You got connects to the CEO of DoorDash or Uber Eats. Could have worked out a deal where y'all can take care of these illegal immigrants. Yeah, she got down on her knees. I know y'all saw that picture of Jill. Oh, I'm going to talk about that too. Jill Biden and her husband. I mean, Kamala's husband. Because Jill Biden should be locked up for elder abuse. She really should. But she got connects to these places. Y'all could have worked out something with the Salvation Army. Could have worked out something with some of these hotel tycoons. Airbnb. To blah, blah, blah. To take care of these families. But no. You just want clout, bitch. That's all you want. Got down on your knees. Now your husband up there smooching on Jill Biden. I saw Angela Stanton's cake, blah, blah, blah. I saw Angela Stanton King's post that too. It popped up on my community feed on here. I do follow Angela Stanton King. I don't identify with no political party or anything, but like some of the stuff that Angela King do, that she does talk about and say, I agree with. Especially about these children. Now, when it comes to abortion, though, like, I have mixed feelings when it comes to that. You know, everyone should have a right to choose. So I am pro-choice when it comes to that. However, I just thought the hypocrisy when Roe versus Wade was overturned, the hypocrisy in that, like, where was this energy for the Mayweather jab mandates? The same people that were getting mad about Roe versus Wade were silent or shaming others during the Mayweather jab fiasco. Think about that. Think about that. And I do like my post that I posted earlier. Like, and when I posted that, I'm not trying to tag nobody that took the Mayweather Tyson jab. You had to do what you had to do. However, I'm referring to those that regret it. Well, I'm not trying to tag them either, but it's what I'm trying to say here is a lot of y'all really took it. The ones that regret it. If you do regret it, I feel for you. I'm mad for you. Actually, really mad for you. The stories that people around me tell me about that jab, the Mayweather Tyson jab, it pisses me off that y'all were extorted. But I'm not trying to attack y'all or make y'all feel bad when I posted that. But y'all took that out of fear, sadly, because they did, they extorted y'all. Y'all feared for y'all livelihoods. However, the part where I said out of cowardice because you didn't take a stand, I mean, there were some ways around it. You probably didn't want to do the work to put those ways around it, so y'all just said fuck it and bite the bullet. But I wasn't trying to shame y'all when I said that, but I was just trying to really put it into perspective in a way where, sadly, it is the harsh truth. But I wasn't trying to offend anybody that took the Mayweather Tyson jab. I'm sorry for that. I wasn't really trying to offend you at all. But I'm mad for you. I shouldn't be, but I am. The reason why I say I shouldn't be, because, that's your choice. That's your life. I need to worry about myself. But I worry about my loved ones. And I'm seeing all these cases pop up. And it kind of, I'm just mad for y'all, man. That's all I got to say. But I pray for my loved ones all the time. I was too. I was ready to quit my job until I found a way around it with religious exemptions. I'm not religious, but I have been diving into spirituality. I'm not spiritual either, but I have been diving into, figuring out the purpose and the meaning of life, I should say. And getting that Mayweather Tyson jab was not in my journey. And plus, I do have some legit medical reasons as to why I couldn't get it. But the CDC, and you know how these doctors follow that BS, couldn't give me a exemption for it on the medical side. So I had to really work my way around it. I was fighting hard. I was about to quit. Seriously, I didn't care about getting fired at that point. I really didn't. But I had people that tell me all the time. Yeah, I was ready to make some. No, that's when I really started to really make some shit happen in my life. I became a personal trainer and everything. So I was looking at other avenues I can do. Instacart, DoorDash, and I did those things before. I was really legit about to go back to doing those things. I didn't care. That's how bad it was going to get. But luckily, I was able to keep my job and my livelihood just by doing that. The exemption. But I am mad for y'all. And within the next few months, there is going to be more things that come out about that. It is. And people are trying to forget that. The same way they're trying to tell themselves that Potato Pop Joe ain't effing up this country. Because he is fucking up this country. Way worse than orange man ever could. And I'm no supporter of either one of these men at all. Like, I don't support Trump. I don't support Biden. But shit, keep the same energy. People are not keeping that same energy like they had with Trump. I'm a firm believer in keeping the same energy, and nobody's keeping the same energy. Y'all were so happy and y'all were just so happy to have him out. And y'all went to vote for old Potato Pop Joe, but let's keep it 100 here. If we're gonna be completely and utterly honest, because YouTube don't really want you to talk about this, but if we're gonna keep it completely and utterly honest, Potato Pop Joe, I'm gonna be honest here, y'all know what happened. To those of y'all out there that believe in that two-party system, and if you are a Trump supporter and you do believe in those theories, because YouTube really don't want you talking about that. Potato Pop Joe was selected. That's all I gotta say about that. Potato Pop Joe was selected. So, either way, even if Orange Man really did win, Potato Pop Joe was gonna be in there regardless. Y'all really think y'all vote matters? Y'all really think y'all vote matters? And when Potato Pop Joe visited my hometown during the very first months of his presidency, he let it slip on who was going to be our next mayor. He let that shit slip. He wasn't supposed to. That's one thing about Potato Pop Joe. Potato Pop Joe be just telling shit. Exactly. People don't get it. We try to tell people this, especially liberal people that identify with the liberal ideologies. They think you crazy. They do. Now, when I talk to conservatives, some of them deep down inside say, yeah, they know it's true, but they still want to feel like they're making a difference. Like, they give me answers like that. Some of them still believe it, but at the same time, they're more open-minded to it, to talking about this. But liberal identified people, they don't. They just shut completely off when you talk about things that go beyond their ideologies. Conservatives are a little bit more easier to talk to, but they always try to convince you to be on Trump's side. They always try to convince you. No way. I'm not on either one of these people's side, but bless their hearts. Bless their hearts. But the next month, not next month, but within the next year, especially as Pluto goes into Aquarius, if you believe in they are. They are. Liberals are fueled by emotions, and I used to be a liberal, so I used to get mad at every little thing the media would say, too. I wasn't supportive of Trump at all during his 4 years. In 2020, that's when I woke up and I started seeing things for what they are. I still didn't trust him, but I saw how the media manipulated certain things that he said. I'm going to be honest here. I saw that. I started to wake up to that. Trump wasn't as bad as the media portrayed him to be. And this is not me, like, defending him or anything like that at all, but he really wasn't. Shit, we can pay for we was able to pay for gas. We was able to afford gas more with Trump. The shelves were stocked with Trump. If you want to kind of believe in on the surface level shit, the Matrix, at least the shelves were stocked with Trump. At least gas was affordable. At least we didn't have them trying to push certain ideologies on elementary school kids, age school, blah, blah, blah. or elementary age school kids that shouldn't be pushed on them. At least women wasn't, well, trans women wasn't violating women's sports. Nobody wants to talk about women's sports now, huh? Where are the feminists for that? Nobody wants to talk about that. Where are you feminists at when it comes to women's sports? But yeah, when Pluto goes into Aquarius, especially if you believe in astrology, shit is about to get real out here. Shit is about to get real. Pluto is the planet of transformation. Aquarius is the sign of out of the box, freedom, out of the norm, out of the ordinary. Shit is about to get real. We about to see some crazy shit. Got Christians thinking Jesus coming back. I mean, I'm gonna be honest here. I feel like he is already here. That's why shit getting exposed. Oh, I'm not religious, but I still respect Jesus Christ. But I'm not religious at all. But I still respect him. Oh, and by the way, this probably was something that the Masons made up. My bad. I'm still learning. I'm not religious, but I still respect Jesus Christ. That's all. But one thing I know for sure, he is mad. He is mad. But he's more so mad with the fact that we worship these celebrities and these politicians. Well, I don't. But he's mad with the masses. But you know who he's even more mad at? These false prophet pastors. Especially these mega church pastors. These so-called Christians that chose to sell their souls to the entertainment industry. That's who he's mad at. He's mad at your local pastors that sold their souls to these secret societies and trying to lead y'all astray to worship them. Because some of these pastors really do got a God complex. They really do. I don't think this is how Jesus wants us to worship him. What I mean by that, I mean with these mega churches and all. Listening to the false prophet pastors. Yeah, he wants his word to be spread, but I feel like that's up to us to dive deeper into his word. Because I do believe that some of the stuff in the Bible is fabricated or been altered by them. That's 77 books missing. Actually, more than that. I want to know what's in them books. Them books are in the Vatican. It's in the Vatican. So the Bible can be used in different ways. I mean, you can use certain passages. You don't have to be religious to look into it and read it. Because certain things do resonate with your life. There are certain scriptures that may resonate with your life in there. But some of that stuff in there is certain things that you can tell. Certain parts that may be missing. I am going to talk about religion on this channel. The truth about it. Well, more so my opinion on it and everything. Because I really don't believe that Jesus Christ God didn't want us to worship him the way they claim he wants us to worship him. Damn sure didn't want us to... What I mean by that is he sure didn't want us to do it within a mega church capacity. But yeah, some people do believe he's gonna come back and the rapture is gonna happen. I mean, we'll see. I do believe he's gonna come back though one day. I think he's already here exposing things. But the next few years is going to be very interesting. We are in the end times. But what I mean by end times is the end times for them, new beginnings for us. However, those who choose to live in the old times will make it to the end along with the fallen angels. But I'm about to get off here, y'all. It's almost been an hour. It's almost 9:30. Probably is 9:30. But I'm about to get off here. Just wanted to talk. Wanted to conversate. Shout out to the new subs, the new supporters. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tuning into this live. I'm nice and baked. So I see you guys maybe in the next video, maybe in the next live, maybe in the community tab. I know I be saying some crazy stuff in the community tab. My Mercury is in Scorpio, so I mean, look, I'm not the type of person to live by my sign and blame shit on my sign or anything like that. I understand myself a little bit more, and I'm trying to work on that. I know I say some off the wall shit. I've always been like that, but I need to work on that more. I like trolling too. It'd be fun sometimes. Well, I gotta stop that though. But I see you guys later. Have a good night. If you watch that Super Bowl, if you watch that Super Bowl, you know, if you did watch the Super Bowl, it's cool if you watched it. But at least you know what's to come. So I'll see you guys later. Good night. Bye.